Hello and welcome to Hestia's Muse, podcast for astrological devotionals. My name is Liliana Blackstar. I am an astrologer and a pagan priestess. I have a bachelor's degree in Wiccan ministry. I'm a second degree priestess and ordained clergy of the Aquarian Tabernacle Church and the Evergreen Hearth ATC. I am a certified member of Seattle Psychics Association, and I offer astrology services through my website, www.hestiasmuse.net. I am so excited to be creating a podcast where I can share these astrological devotionals. This is episode 1, created for the new moon in the sign of Cancer. Ideally, one could listen to this podcast anytime that there is a new moon in Cancer, potentially even any time at all, regardless of whether it's a new moon or not, if you want to learn some of the lessons of the archetype of the astrological sign of Cancer. I hope to create a devotional that can be used any year, so repeatedly every year whenever the new moon is in Cancer, though I will provide the details of this current year's new moon date and time, but that is not to place a time limit on when you can listen to this. I do acknowledge that the sound quality here is not perfect, as I am just getting started and I do not have professional sound equipment. This is recorded on my phone at home, so I hope you will stick around and that you get something beneficial out of this episode, and hopefully we will make lots of other future episodes and have other devotionals with astrology. So I am going to talk about the new moon in Cancer, which for right now in 2023, that new moon will be on July 17th, beginning at 11:32 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So the ideal time for your new moon ritual work will be all day of July 17th, after 11:32 a.m. and before 9:39 p.m. when the moon will enter Leo. Those times are Pacific time. So the new moon is a time for setting your goals and intentions for the month ahead. On a lunar calendar, the new moon would be considered the beginning of the lunar month. So with the new moon, a new cycle begins. The sun and moon are in conjunction, where they are both in the same sign, and we set out on a new path based on the energies of the union of the moon and sun together in the same sign. So I like to use this time to set goals and intentions for the lunar month ahead. I like to act as if my words, actions, and thoughts during the new moon are like seeds that I am planting. So you may wish to set goals or intentions that are aligned with the energy of Cancer, because that is where both the sun and the moon will be for the day of July 17th. These would be goals related to nurturing, comfort, finding emotional balance, self-care, safety, security, home life, and nurturing your inner child. It's a beautiful practice to write down your wishes, intentions, or goals in the form of positive affirmations and place them somewhere that you can see them daily throughout this lunar month, so you can repeat them to yourself and remember to work towards them. Cancer is the cardinal water sign ruled by the moon. The sign of Cancer relates to the vulnerable and tender part of our life, It is that which needs to be protected, nurtured, and comforted. Cancer relates to our home life, the place where we let down our guard and find our safety, security, and a place that we can just be ourselves. I want to acknowledge here that not every home and not every family is a safe and comfortable place, right? But Cancer is about the place where you are safe and comfortable, or the times that you allow yourself to sink into a feeling of safety and comfort. Even if that is not the literal place that you call home, or not with your biological family. When we talk about home and family in the sense of the archetype of Cancer, it doesn't have to literally mean your home or your biological family. It means the place that you feel safe, or the people that you can truly be vulnerable around and feel safe to be around. So as you get ready to create this intention for, or a goal for the new moon in Cancer, you can think about where you feel safe and who you feel safe with, or where you want to feel more safe, or how you can increase feelings of safety and security in your life. Cancer energy is about the development of your intuition, your empathy, and emotional awareness. It relates to the early childhood development, where we first learned to trust our intuition and our empathy and our emotional awareness, right? Our emotional life is a deep and complicated place, and the ways that we learn to respond to and manage our emotions is directly related to our early childhood and early home life. So this is where we truly first learned to respond to our emotions. And we might not have learned to respond to our emotions in healthy ways if we did not have a safe and nurturing environment. But that doesn't mean that we cannot learn these things now as adults. It is never too late to learn to express our emotions in safe and authentic ways. So during this Cancer lunar month, we can choose to check in with our own emotional development. Not to judge yourself, but simply to know where you are on the path of your emotional development. How are you when it comes to managing your emotions, expressing your emotions in healthy ways? What in your life is nurturing you, providing you with comfort and safety? If there isn't much of this, how can you get more? Who can you go to for help and support? Do you allow yourself to ask for help and support from others? Do you have trusted people in your life that you can be vulnerable with and share your emotions with? If you don't, then what would that look like? How do you provide care and comfort to yourself, your own inner child, and the people around you? Those are the types of things that I would encourage you to think about during the Cancer new moon. You can take some time to reflect on all of these things before you decide on what you want your new moon goal or intention to be. The Cancer new moon is a really powerful one. It's likely that some heavy emotions will come up if you allow yourself to really think on the concepts that I have just suggested. So it's important that you are giving yourself some extra self-care during this time. Don't push yourself too hard. You don't have to resolve all of your childhood anger or pain or confront your childhood abuse or anything like that if you're not ready to. That's not what this is about. This is simply a moment in time where the universe is offering you a little bit of extra support to do this work if you choose to do it now. The Cancer new moon is a really powerful time to do this work, but only if you feel safe to do so. Because the energy of Cancer is all about feeling safe and secure. If you're not feeling safe and secure to dive deep into that emotional stuff, that's okay. You can instead choose to set a goal or intention that helps you get a little bit closer to be ready to take that step maybe next year or at another time. It's really, really powerful at this time to develop some kind of self-care practice. How are you increasing the sense of comfort in your own life? Allowing yourself to have moments of comfort. This is not about just like the feel-good pampering stuff, but this is allowing yourself to really sink into moments of comfort and notice mindfully the feeling of comfort, of security, of safety, and generating more of these feelings in your life so that you start to trust and believe that it is safe for you to exist just as you are. The cardinal energy of Cancer makes it the leader of all the water signs. The cardinal signs are the leaders, and the water signs are about emotion and intuition and empathy. So any journey dealing with emotions, spirituality, intuition, and empathy need to start with Cancer energy. That is to say that these journeys should always start from a place of nourishment, security, and comfort. Before you embark on any journey of emotional healing, you should first make sure that you are feeling safe, nourished, and well rested. Have you ever had something emotional come up when you were hungry and hadn't gotten enough sleep? You probably didn't deal with that as well as you could have. Whereas if you have had plenty of sleep and you're getting enough nourishment in your body and you're feeling safe and secure, then when something emotional comes up, you have the emotional resilience to deal with it a little better. And that's what the energy of Cancer really wants to teach you, is emotional resilience. And being resilient means being well rested and well taken care of. The cardinal signs are also highly protective. So this is where you come to recover, to find shelter, to rest, and to heal. So your goals for this lunar month can relate to your literal home where you come to rest, recover, find safety and shelter. The place where you sleep, the place where you eat, the place where you experience any type of emotional healing, parenting, nurturing, and self-care. So on a really mundane level, the Cancer lunar month can be a great time for setting goals related to cleaning your home, maintaining the household, doing home repairs, cleaning the bathroom so that you have a nice place to take a bubble bath, cleaning up your bedroom so that you have a beautiful and safe and clean place to sleep and dream and rest. Cleaning up your kitchen so that you have a beautiful place to prepare food. Those are some of the mundane things if you want to set a goal for just the mundane physical life. Just taking care of your household, developing a routine for cleaning your house or taking care of your home. These are all really good things to work on during the Cancer lunar month also. It's also important to remember that this month, the sun will move into Leo just 5 days after this new moon in Cancer. Now, that's not always the case if you're listening to this at another time. Sometimes the new moon happens at the beginning of Cancer season and you have a whole month of the sun in Cancer. Sometimes the new moon might be happening at the end of a season. Either way, Cancer helps prepare us for Leo season. So we have to remember to bring the lessons of Cancer season with us into Leo season. The Leo sun is going to have a lot to say about boldness and creativity, pride, self-love, and pleasure. However, a lot of these lessons will fall flat if we do not have our basic needs for security and emotional well-being taken care of. Have you ever met a Leo who is feeling emotionally vulnerable, unrested, and insecure? It is not a vibe. So in the coming Leo season, we want to remember to tend to our own sense of emotional security, take care of the emotional needs of the inner child, because in Leo, the inner child wants to express their joy and creativity. But if that emotional child is not feeling nurtured and safe, then when they go to express themselves creatively, it's likely going to be a mess, right? Whereas if that inner child is feeling nurtured, then Leo season allows them a beautiful place to express their joy and creativity. So this gives you all a lot to think about when you are preparing to set your goals and intentions for the new moon during Cancer season. I've been wanting to prepare a podcast of some kind to have these little devotionals that you can come to and listen to help guide you on your lunar journey and connecting with the energy of the moon or the sun or other planets as they move through the wheel and as we all move together through the wheel of the year. So it is my hope that you can take some time to listen to this to prepare you for more deeply and intentionally setting an intention with the new moon in Cancer. Really feeling into what these lessons are for you. So during the Cancer lunar month, there's a little list of a few things that you might want to do. You can set intentions along the lines of these things or set goals to do some of these things. So a Cancer season or Cancer lunar month to-do list would be like this: family time, home improvement projects, nurturing yourself, self-care, being with water, swimming and bathing, etc. Emotional development with maybe some form of therapy or studying some kind of self-improvement that helps you manage your emotions. Meditation, examining your sense of security, and being a caregiver to yourself and others. On the other side of that, there might be a list of things that you want to avoid during Cancer season or during the Cancer lunar month. So during the Cancer lunar month, you don't want to overwork yourself. Take time to rest. You don't want to neglect your emotional needs. Don't ignore your intuition. Don't reject care or help for others. And don't avoid asking for help if you need it. And don't be too smothering or controlling in your caregiving of others. Allow others to have their breathing room and let them tell you what they need for security rather than smothering them with what you think their safety looks like. All right. I am so happy to have provided this podcast for you. I look forward to hearing from you and excited to see what we'll do next. All right. Bye.